Nicole, Secret Formula of Femininity channel. You guys were telling me that you couldn't hear me. And that's what it was my Bluetooth was hooked up to the car, but on my phone, it was hooked up to my AirPods. So anyway, we got that all straightened out. I hope you guys come back in. Um, Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Talk About It Tuesdays. And I'm usually talking to you either from my car, from the gym, or from my kitchen. And we just keep it real. So today, you guys are on the road with me. I'm headed to the car dealership. Just dropped my one daughter off at school. And um, headed because I have a nail and my tire. And so air was going out. And I was like, I have a air thing and we kept putting air. We were like, what's going on? Only to discover that there's a nail in my tire. So we I made an appointment with the dealership going to get that fixed because I have tire protection. That's one thing I have learned is to always get protection, get the things that are going to make your life easier. So instead of me going to these random tire places or whatever, I have the tire protection. So let's talk about it Tuesdays. It's super early, but because it's raining, it's a lot of traffic. So this is going to give me some time to just talk about it. Let's talk about it Tuesdays. We're going to talk about some tips for managing stress. Yesterday, you guys will see I have this protein. I'm always talking about protein, right? But this time I have my protein drink because yesterday oh, it's a lot of traffic. Yesterday I went to the dentist. After I got off with you guys, we were talking about breakfast, Motivation Mondays, and then I had a dentist appointment, but I did not know it was going to be that extensive. I had no clue. I had to get like it's almost like surgery. I have stitches in my mouth. I have to get a tooth implant because I lost a tooth a while ago. I had a root canal and it's the whole thing. If you get a root canal, make sure you get a cap. Don't forego, don't skimp. In my younger years, trying to sort of do it the shortcut way, I did not get my crown. Anyway, the root canal ended up failing and I had to lose that tooth. Um, and so I have to get an implant. I just finished my Invisalign treatment. So I'm like, all right, let me just do the whole kit and caboodle. But yesterday I had to do part one of the surgery for the implant. If you ever had an implant, tell me in the chat. Has anybody had a tooth implant? I did not know it was going to be this deep. They have to cut my gum open, put some kind of titanium. Hey, put some kind of titanium little rod or whatever in there. And then that has to heal for 6 months. And then I have to go back and get the actual tooth. But here's the thing, I did not know that I would not be able to eat solids for 2 days. For 2 days, I can only drink. So I made some broth, I made chicken soup broth. Can't eat the chicken, can't eat the potatoes. I had to eat the broth. I was able to have some yogurt, but they don't want you having smoothies and stuff. So I got my protein drink. I don't know if you ever had this one, but this is the one that I'm drinking for the next 2 days. I was super hungry. I was super hungry. Somebody put an explicit. Look, don't come in the chat with these explicit messages. No, you'll be banned and blocked. We're here to talk about it Tuesdays. It's all about being positive, sharing tips, sharing a little bit of my experience, and you can put a little bit of yours in the chat. But no, we're not doing the explicit thing. But anyway, for 2 days, I can only do liquids. I was so hungry last night, guys, because my mind was I did not know. They told me to eat beforehand because they said you'll have to take medication afterwards, but they didn't tell me I would have to be on liquids. So put a one in the chat if you ever had to just like fast for a few days where you didn't plan it. I'm used to fasting for Ramadan from sun up to sundown, but like liquids for 2 days, I wasn't prepared for that. Okay. So anyway, had all that done yesterday. Yeah, you had to do that. Whew. I've had people who I know who've had the bariatric surgery and they have to do like a liquid protein, like they have to do just protein shakes and liquids for a few days. So I mean, no, I think a few weeks. I forgot how it goes, but it's a long time. So, all right, liquid gang, I'm with you. I'm doing my protein shakes. I did I did chicken broth homemade. You guys know I like to cook. I just when they told me that, I just came home and made chicken soup and I just ate the broth part. I just ate the broth part. Um So that's what I was doing. So let's talk about it Tuesdays. Let's talk about some tips for managing stress. Yes, like right now I'm stuck in traffic. That's kind of stressing me out because I'm supposed to be there between 8 and 8:30, and I'm barely going to be making it because this traffic is stressed out. I mean, this traffic is building up. So let's talk about stress. Like, what are the things that stress you out on a day-to-day basis? I know for me, it's like having when I have to do a lot of runs, it's getting from here to there. And it's the traffic, it's the different things that you didn't plan for. Like even yesterday, I was a little bit late for the dentist because there was all this construction going on. I was like 2 blocks from the dentist and I was stuck there for like almost 10 minutes. So they called me. I was like, I know you guys know I'm never late, but this is what's happening. So that was a little bit stressful. But what are some other things that get you a little bit stressed out? For me, yeah, is running these errands, going from here to there, unexpected things coming up. It could be things that I'm working on, deadlines. It could be if my kids get sick, if I get sick. It could be dealing with business stuff, customers. I have an Airbnb. That could be stressful. So let me know in the chat, like, what are some things that make you a little bit stressed out? What are some things that make you a little bit stressed out or a lot stressed out? Okay. So think about the first tip for managing stress is to know what stresses you out. So I already know my things, my trigger points. The second thing is to have like a toolbox. Think about anything that you want to like deal with. I'm putting my coach hat on now, right? So you have to think about how to empower yourself instead of being like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I can't do anything about it. What are some things that would actually empower you, right? So you have to have your toolbox of things that help in different situations. And so for me, one thing that helps me a lot is, hey, what's up? How are you? Thanks for joining. Thanks for, go ahead. I just let somebody go. I didn't have to. Sometimes kindness can be a coping strategy. But yeah, like I know the things that can kind of get me on edge. And so I'm always trying to be prepared. So a lot of times I'll be in the car a lot because I'm driving from here to there. And I'm gonna block that person. They keep putting explicit things in the chat. But I'm going from here to there. So I try to think about what do I need in my car to help me relax. I have this thing, it's called Drift. It's like a scent thing. You have like a little magnet thing on your the sun visor thing, and then you snap that in, and it's like a natural scent thing. You replace it like every, I think, 1 to 2 months, and it scents the car. It smells so good. So that when I have that in my car, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good. Then I have my playlist. I have my playlist, what I need to get relaxed, what I need to just feel at ease. So I have my playlist that always calms me down. The other thing that I do is I have my podcasts or my YouTube channels. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like and share the videos, listen to all the playlists on my channel. But yeah, I have my channels, my things that I like to look at and listen to while I'm on the road. The other thing I'll do is like in between runs, I'll just get up. I'll get it when I get out the car, I'll like stretch, right? Or even when I'm in the car, I do something like this, do like a neck roll, stretch, or something like that. So those things help to bring about relaxation. Okay. So that's tip number one is know what your trigger points are. Like know what the things are that kind of stress you out. The second thing is um the second thing is let me remove this person. Okay. The second thing is have your toolbox. So know the things that help you in different situations. Okay. And the third thing is, what do you think the third thing is? What would it be a third thing that could help you manage stress? The third thing is to have a plan, like have something that you do every day, whether you're stressed out or not. So for me, you guys know, is breakfast, is also stretching at night. Those are two non-negotiables for me. There's a bunch of other stuff I do, but those two things take me like 2 seconds, and I do them all the time. Okay. I do them all the time. And so they prepare me for stress that I might not even know about. Make sure I have my breakfast in the morning and I make sure that I stretch at night. Okay. So those are my three tips for managing stress. Talk about it Tuesday. This is unexpected. First of all, I did not know this dental work was going to go like that yesterday. Right. Second of all, um, I did not know I was going to have to be on a liquid diet. I did not know that. And so those two things. And then third of all, like I didn't know this time of day. I thought I was leaving early, but it's super, super crowded. So I have to go into my toolbox and be like, okay, don't get stressed out. These are things you didn't expect, but you have the tools. Number one is just to be aware, okay, this is making me feel a little bit on edge. Number two is to go into my toolbox. What are things that I like to do? When I'm stuck in the car, it's my playlist, it's my podcast. Sometimes it's calling up my mom or somebody, one of my friends, having a conversation. It's doing a little bit of stretches while I'm in the car. And when I get out, it's like taking a deep breath and stretching. That helps to recenter me. And then the third thing is my non negotiables, my things that I do every day. In the morning, I always eat a good breakfast. In the evening, I always stretch. Okay. So those are my three tips for Talk About It Tuesday. You let me know in the chat. Um, what helps you to relieve your stress? What are things that get you on edge and stressed out? Okay. And always try to have your coaching hat on where you can think about what are the things that are going to empower me. Because I notice sometimes with people, like we start to break down when we get super overwhelmed. So you got to ask yourself, what can get me out of feeling overwhelmed in the moment? What can get me out of feeling overwhelmed in the moment? Okay. All right, let's talk. What else you guys want to chat about? Let's talk about protein shakes. This is a new one because they say a lot of these protein shakes have too many chemicals and stuff in them. This is a new one. Okos that I tried. There's some other ones that I know are super healthy, but the taste is horrible. So this is kind of an in between. It has minimal ingredients, zero added sugar, 30 grams of protein. The taste is not too bad. So I'm rocking with this today. Hey, what's up? If you're just joining, as I was saying, I am on this liquid diet for 2 days. And then on day three, you can add like mashed potatoes and other puree foods. They said they just don't want particles getting in your gum where you have the stitches. So I literally have stitches in my gums. And it was bleeding yesterday, which they said is totally normal. Had to take the painkillers, had to take the what else did I have to take? Antibiotics. Tomorrow I have to go on this thing where you like dab your gums with some kind of special mouthwash, antiseptic mouthwash. So I was like, oh my gosh. Thought I was, oh, here's the other kicker, you guys. You guys know working out is my biggest stress reliever, right? Working out is my biggest stress reliever. Guess what? They told me I cannot work out, no vigorous walking, no gym, none of that for 4 days. It's like, are you serious? I actually did not know that the surgery was going to be like that because my plan was go get that done. That was at 11 and then go to the gym. I literally have my gym bag in the car with me. And they were like, go home. Oh, this is the other thing. I had to sleep elevated. So with extra pillows, because they don't want, I guess you could go into your gums bleeding. So I said, "Oh my gosh, no, can't take my walk, can't go to the park, can't go to the gym." So that had me all the way twisted. So what have you done? Any workout heads, any gym heads, any gym girlies in the chat? Let me know. What have you done when you haven't been able to work out? I just had to eat it. I just had to eat it. I had to sit my behind down and just relax. That's what I had to do. So sometimes you can't even, usually working out is like my go-to. So sometimes you can't even use your go-to method because it's not available to you. You're not able to. And it just made me appreciate all the more, like be grateful for my mobility, my ability to just move my body and try, take my health seriously because you never know. Anything could happen to where that's not available to you anymore. So, my final tip is just be grateful. Be grateful each and every day for the things you can do, the things you do have, and what you are able to do because you never know. Life is life. And that thing that you always depended on sometimes is not available to you. Okay. All right, you all. Let me get going. I have about 30 more minutes to go. So I'm about to get in my car. I'm about to get off of here, put my playlist on, and just vibe. Okay. So put a one in the chat if you related to any of these tips that I gave you on Talk About It Tuesday for managing stress. Put a one in the chat. Okay. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share any video that resonates with you. Anything that you need to connect to your femininity, you will find it on this channel. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.